Hello, I'm Joe Sugg, and this is virtually everything for Comic Relief. As a young boy, I grew up in the countryside and loved it. I used my imagination a lot. I spent a lot of the time in the woods, building dens and jumps for my bike, and just getting up to trying to chase pheasants around the woods and things like that. And then career-wise, when I was younger, I wanted to be Indiana Jones. I wanted to discover tombs and basically be a young Indiana Jones, or I wanted to marry Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, which, as I'm older, I realised she's a computer game character, she's not real. For Red Nose Day, I used to love collecting the red noses. In particular, there was one red nose where it came with a little pack of gel, and you could gel and create its own hairstyle and change its hairstyle. Loved that one. And also the red nose where you squeezed it and it had a little tongue that would poke out. They were the two that really stand out to me. Growing up on YouTube, I mean, it was unusual because it always started off as a hobby. We did it for fun. I always remember starting it and thinking, you know, I've always sort of made videos as a kid, so now I can put it on the internet and be judged by complete strangers from around the world, which was a bit daunting to start with, but I loved it. And then it slowly turned into a career, and I'm still fortunate enough to still do it today. It's very hard to think of the most surreal moment, but one that's definitely up there would be myself and my good friend Caspar Lee. We made a film once, and we managed to, I don't know how this happened, but we managed to blag a spot in Leicester Square to have a premiere for this DVD we made in Leicester Square, the full red carpet. We had cheerleaders. We arrived in a camper van. It was probably one of the most surreal experiences, because the fact that there were so many people that turned up to watch as well, it was I had massive imposter syndrome. I felt like I shouldn't have been there, even though it was for me and Caspar. Do you know what? I feel like most things I've done, I've been nervous about. I mean, the obvious one is, of course, going on the dance ballroom floor for the first time, doing Strictly Come Dancing. That, for me, is something I never thought I would do. I still struggle to believe that I actually somehow managed to make myself go through all that and do it. It was terrifying. Same with the theatre as well. I did a stint in the West End. Once again, I've never thought I would sing on stage in front of people that have come to enjoy a good show. I get super nervous, and then it gets to a point where I'm sort of doing it. I think, right, I'm here, I'm on stage. I can sit here and
still be nervous, or I can take these nerves and somehow try and turn it into
energy and just throw my arms and legs about, which usually, yeah, somehow I manage to pull through it. Oh, a dream dinner party, where would it be? Do you know what? I do one of those dinner parties where you're sat in complete darkness, I think. I've always wanted to try that, and I think it'd be quite hilarious. I think I would do one of those, and then guest-wise, I think I would pick my guests as like iconic voice impressionists and people that do voices of my favourite cartoons growing up as kids. So I'd get like the cast of the Rugrats there. I'm trying to think. I'd get the guy who does a SpongeBob voice. I'd get him there. You know, I'd get all those people in, so I can just sit there and it would feel like I'm having dinner with all my childhood cartoon heroes. It's a bit random, isn't it? What will Joe Sugg be doing in 20 years' time? Hopefully I'll still. Hopefully my face doesn't sag anymore. I feel like as I'm approaching 30, my skin's getting stretchier. I've always been told that I look younger than my age, but as the years been going on, I don't get that as much, which is a bit of a worry. But I'm hoping I still stay quite youthful looking. I hope I'm happy. I'm hoping that the people that I'm around as well are also happy, and I have some amazing friendships and a good, solid family. The wildest thing that I would consider doing for 24 hours, I would probably go with, you know, like you can get those tanks that you put on your head. and you walk down the steps and you're underwater, but you've got like a tank on your head. Those things terrify me, but I would probably, actually 24 hours is a long old time. I would give that a good old go. For 24 hours, I would submerge underwater, then just imagine how wrinkly you'd go. Yeah, I'll go with that. I hope this never comes back to haunt me later on in the future, because I would be one giant raisin. One change I'd like to see in the world is people just not to litter. It still baffles me to this day how people can just drop litter there on the street or wherever they are and think that it's no longer their responsibility to clear up. Someone's got to clear it up. Just don't litter. And the other one is just people to get on more. I know it's quite cliche and quite broad, but people just to not be so quick to judge. There's too much arguing going on between people with really strong opinions. Let's all just get along.